Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa. So these are the 2 points, my dear friends. The first point is meditation. The second point is Ahimsa. Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa. Meditation is the most important thing for every person, whether you are young or old, whether you are male or female, whether you are from India or from China, whatever may be your background. If you are a human being, you must be a candidate for meditation. Meditation must become a daily part of your daily routine throughout your life. Meditation is the backbone for human life. So, we have got only 2 points. The first point is meditation. The second point is ahimsa. Non-violence, non-killing, non-interference. Non-killing, non-violence, non-interference. 3 things. All 3 things are put together in ahimsa. You cannot kill. You cannot violate. You cannot interfere with others' lives in any fashion. So please speak loudly. Say non-killing, non-violence, non-interference. You should lead a life in such a fashion that you are not interfering with anybody, nor you allow anybody to interfere in your life. When you are practicing non-interference, you are a master. Non-interference at every level. In your family, in your organization, in your school, in your college, when you are going in the market. Non-interference is the greatest principle of spiritual enlightenment. Nor you will allow interference by others in your life. When you can practice perfect non-interference, you are called a perfect master, coupled with perfect meditation. Perfect meditation, perfect non-interference is equal to a perfect master. Meditation means not wasting your time and energy. Closing eyes meditation, open eyes meditation. With open eyes also, you should not think at all. You should only use your indriyas, but not your thinking, when it is absolutely necessary. In general, we should abstain from thinking. Then you save your energy. Enlightenment is always using your energy wisely. Saving your energy perfectly and using your energy wisely is called enlightenment. We are all here to become enlightened. How you manage your energy shows how much you are enlightened. Never waste your energy in unnecessary seeing, unnecessary thinking, unnecessary movement, unnecessary speech. You lose your energy, precious energy. If you want to open your eyes, only when there is some use, you open your eyes. If you want to hear something, only when there is really valid reason for it, then only you listen to it. If you want to open your mouth, if there is a valid reason, then only open your mouth. If you want to move your body, if there is a valid reason, then only move the body. Without reasons, without valid reason, you cannot open your eyes, you cannot open your ears, you cannot open your mouth, you cannot open your mind. Valid reason should be there. I want every person to become as enlightened as Gautam Buddha. I want every youth to become as enlightened as Mahatma Gandhi. I want every youth to become as enlightened as Jesus Christ. You should be a Buddha plus Gandhi plus Jesus. Buddha for meditation, Gandhi for social service, and Jesus for love, affection. We take meditation from Buddha. We take social service, social life from Mahatma Gandhi. And we learn about love or friendship from Jesus. From every master we have to learn, and we have to become ourselves masters. You have to manage your energy wisely and perfectly. Pyramid Youth for Meditation in Ahimsa. What a great organization. When I was young, I did not have a paima like this. Where were you when I was young? Why didn't you come to me, my school? When I was in school, in Nizamabad district, in Bodhan, why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you come and teach me meditation? I am going to put a case against Venu. See, nobody taught me meditation when I went to school, primary school, middle school, high school, college. I was not taught meditation. In my home, nobody taught any meditation. But now you are so very lucky. You have got a big pyramid for yourself. My goodness. How lucky you are. How unlucky I was in my youth. How lucky you are in your youth. You can easily become a Buddha plus Gandhi plus Jesus. Very easily. Through meditation. In my younger days, the goal was to become a doctor or engineer. Stupid goal. And when I couldn't get a seat in MBBS, I started going on Tangband Road to commit suicide. That was the education I got. Either you must become a doctor or engineer. But now we say, either become a Buddha or Mahatma Gandhi, Jesus. We don't want any engineer or doctor. Yes, if you want to become an engineer, become a pyramid engineer. How is the pyramid, by the way? Pyramid Youth for Meditation in Ahimsa. These are the two greatest concepts. You are here to dedicate your life for that. You are all here to dedicate your lives to two concepts, meditation and ahimsa. M and A. M for meditation and A for ahimsa. Ahimsa means three things: non-killing, non-violence, non-interference. Remember 3 points. If you want to call it a civilized person, you must practice non-interference. If you are interfering with other people's lives, you are uncivilized. You are brute. You have not become a civilized person. If you want to be a civilized person, you cannot interfere in others' affairs. When somebody is trying to interfere in your life, you say, please don't interfere in my life. My life is my life. Your life is your life. If you are stupid and weak, you will allow others' interference in your life. If you are strong and wise, you will never allow anybody's interference in your life. How are you going to become strong and wise? Through meditation. Meditation is the basis for ahimsa. Meditation is the basis for non-killing, non-violence, non-interference. Through meditation, you learn all these three qualities. Without meditation, you can't learn any quality. You go on killing animals, fish, and birds and eat them. Meditation gives you three qualities. What are those three qualities? Non-killing, non-violence, non-interference. First, it will give you non-killings. Afterwards, it will give you non-violence. Finally, it gives you non-interference. When meditation gives you non-interference, you have become a great test master. When meditation gives you non-killing, you have become a sane person. With killing, you are an insane person. But with meditation, you get first into non-killing, which is you become a sane person. You are no more mad. You are no more insane. Next step, you will become non-violent. Violence ceases, and non-violence comes in. Then, see, in the first step, you become a sane person. In the second step, you become a master. When violence has gone away from your system, when Non-violence has come into your system, you have become a master. But when non-interference has come into your life, you have become the greatest master. First, you become sane. Second step, you become a master. Third step, you become a greatest master. Sanity comes from non-killing. Mastery comes from non-violence. And greatest mastery comes from non-interference. And all these three come successfully from your meditation. Now tell me, what are the benefits of meditation? How many? What is the first benefit? Second benefit? Third benefit? This is what you have to learn and this is what you have to teach. In the first step of non-killing, what happens? You become a sane person. From insanity to sanity. That is the first step. Second step, from slavery to mastery. See, when you are violent, you are a slave to your emotions. Right? When you are violent, you are a slave to your emotions. You get rid of your slavery. You become a mastery. In the second step of non-violence, you cease to become a slave. You become a master. First instance, you are an insane person, mad person. You are killing animals. That goat is going, you are killing it. My goodness, are you mad? That fish is playing in the water, you are removing it from the water and killing it. You are a mad person, insane. There are insane people all over the world. They are killing and killing and killing and killing and killing. My goodness. What kind of insanity it is? And second step is slavery. Slavery to your own emotions. When somebody says you are an idiot, you want to murder him. Because just he has said idiot, you want to murder him. Because you have become a slave to your emotions. You have become violent. We don't want any slavery in our life. We don't want to be slaves to our own emotions. No. We want to master our emotions. Meditation gives you the second step, mastery. And finally, third, it gives you enlightenment. First step, you become sanity. Second step, you get mastery. Third step, you get enlightenment. What is enlightenment? Non-interference. And you don't allow any interference from anybody else into your life. You practice absolute non-interference. So, my dear friends, there are three benefits of meditation. The first benefit, you become sane. Second benefit, you become a master. Third benefit, you become enlightened. Buddha. Buddhahood. Enlightenment is Buddhahood. You become a Buddha. Meditation is not for removing your stomachache or headache. It's not there to remove your cancer. Meditation is there to remove your insanity. That murderous attitude in your life. You want to kill everything. My goodness. How can you allow it in your life? You cannot think of murder of any life form. Every life wants to live as you want to live. That fish wants to live. That bird wants to fly. That snake wants to have its own life as you want your life. You cannot kill. First point. Second point, you cannot violate. Third point, you cannot interfere. Without meditation, all these three things are impossible. Not possible. Meditation gives you all these three things successively.